Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World. We are facing yet another Monday, but I'm in a pretty darn good mood because I feel like the weather is kind of broke. I'm starting to get those fall vibes, which are definitely my favorite time of the year. I live for mid-60s and an overcast sky. Let me tell you, that is perfect hiking weather. That's perfect outdoor weather. I am ready for it, and I'm ready for this week with a great list of EDC knives that are going to be in my pocket. But before I get into those, I want to give a huge shout out to all my sponsors up here: DLT Trading, Caviso, White Mountain Knives, Mojave Outdoor, Blade Ops, and Steel Capital. Guys, look up these retailers. They're a great support of this channel. They're run by great people, and they provide some great products with excellent service. Cannot go wrong with any of these retailers up here. And that's all I have to say about them. For now, you will hear more because, as I said, great supporter of this channel. Now, let's hop into it and take a look at the first knife that's going to be in my pocket this week, and that is the WIEsprit. And this is one I really wish there was more versions of, because I still think it's a very underrated knife. Well, maybe underrated isn't the best word for it, because I feel like it sells very well, but it just sells out quick. So make more WIE. Give the people what they want. I want to see one of these in just a regular good stonewash blade and maybe some type of like fat carbon. That would be sweet. Like the dark matter fat carbon. I don't see nearly enough dark matter fat carbon in the knife industry, at least not right now. I mean, I see a little here and there, but it's more like custom pieces. And I see a lot of like the Arctic Storm and other types of fat carbon, which I think are great. I really do like them a lot, but I love the dark matter. I love the swirled colors and the little finer designs that you get within the color mixture inside of the carbon fiber. I just think they look great. But I would love to see one with a show size scale of dark matter fat carbon, a stonewash blade, and then maybe just a raw, stonewashed handle or a bee-blasted handle or something. I don't know. That would be fantastic. But this knife alone is fantastic because the thumb stud action is truly a result of a Ray Laconico design. Excellent front flipper. Doesn't matter if you're middle finger flicking, thumb flicking, front flipping. It's just an excellent knife. Looks fantastic. Pretty basic, clean design. Nothing too out there. Somewhat of a gentleman's carry, in my opinion. I just think it looks great. Very much a Ray design and a great pocket clip that's fully recessed. Not your typical cookie cutter WIE clip that I see too much of. Just an excellent clip. Excellent knife. The WIEsprit. Next up, we have one that you've seen on the channel quite often here recently. This is the Kaiser Drop Bear, and I just enjoy this knife way too much to put it down right now. The fidget factor is through the roof. The value is great at 119 bucks. I've heard a lot of people say like, "Oh, 119, that's too much for a Kaiser." Well, I highly disagree with that. I think for 119 bucks, you're getting a knife with 154 cm, an aluminum handle, and a crossbar style lock. And if you look at any other company out there that's making knives with 154 cm and aluminum scales, they're every bit of 119 bucks or more, depending who you look at. I mean, it's not that bad of a price. I don't really have any issue with it whatsoever. It may be flirting with the higher end of what this price could be, but I have no issues at 119 bucks. None. Good to go for me, especially with this quality and fidget factor. Just really, really good. Fun knife, one I enjoy having in the pocket all the time, really. Really is good, but I'm also hoping that there's more flavors and variants of this. I definitely love to see some different handle materials. I'm okay with 154 cm, but it'd be super sweet if they had like a carbon fiber and like 20 CV version. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but there's a lot of ways they could go with this, and I have a feeling, and I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that Kaiser will give the people what they want, which they do like 99% of the time. So I have kind of a good feeling that there'll be some other variants of this. If I know Kaiser well enough, they're probably working on that right now. But this is just a great knife. Great knife. Another excellent addition to the Kaiser lineup, the Kaiser Drop Bear. And you're going to see a little more of this week. because it has a competitor. There's a knife here that thinks it's just as good as it, and it's this right here, the Hogue Deca. So yeah, there is a battle of the blades coming. It's going to be of rather epic proportion between this Hogue Deca and that Kaiser Drop Bear. And obviously, the Deca is going to be in the pocket this week as well, because it is, in my opinion, the best American-made crossbar style locking knife. Just my opinion, but I just, ever since this knife came out, I will admit I was a little late to the party on getting one, but the original Deca was great. The Gen 2 is much better, in my opinion, with the improved clip, with the removal of some of the middle screws, and you still have the same good 20 CV steel that you had on the original Deca. So this is just a super solid knife, and at $145-ish, depending on which version you get, you can make a case for it that it's one of the best American-made knives of all time, because I really think it's that good. Super slicey blade, nice hard user, and just an excellent, excellent creation from Hogue. And I'm sure they have a lot more coming, so Hogue's always worth following. But yes, Battle of the Blades between Hogue and Kaiser is happening this week. And next up here, we got this guy, and I had it last week. This is the Tonto Beg Lighter 2 from Kaiser, and you know, there's a lot of beg lighters out there. I mean, a lot. This might be my favorite one because I love this Tonto blade shape. The 154 cm steel is always good to go. The contoured scales really elevate this one too. A lot of the other beg lighters will have flat scales, which really still feel pretty good in hand. But those contoured scales and the black, just the overall patina finish and look on these micarta scales, they're just second to none. I mean, you could almost say that, you know, if this had a Riot sign on it, I mean, I don't know. All I'm saying is it's up there, man. It is really, really up there. The detent could not be any better. The detent is literally perfect. And the smoothness of this blade is just ridiculous. So there's a lot of things that are kind of factoring in to make me like this knife so much. The blade shape is just one of them. Razor sharp blade, wicked Tonto design, but then you got that nice deep carry clip, the contoured micarta scales. Even love that little brass pivot there. That's just very, very nice. Very well executed version of an already great knife from Kaiser, the Beg Lighter 2 Tonto. And in terms of, I've had a lot of people asking about availability of these. I don't think they're available right now, but there's definitely more coming. I believe they're out of stock, but I'm sure there's more coming. I've seen a lot of demand for these, so I'd be very, very surprised if there wasn't another big batch coming. So just going to keep an eye out for them. They will be available at Mojave Outdoor and Amazon when they're available. So they're coming. Just got to exercise a little patience, unfortunately. Kaiser Beg Lighter 2 Tonto. Next up and last up for Front Flipper Friday, we're going with this guy right here. This is the Kuby Pike. This is a design from Parsons Blade Works, and it really is an excellent premium offering from Kuby. You don't see a lot of premium knives from Kuby. I know they make some, but I feel like their bread and butter is a little more on the budgety side of things. But don't sleep on the premium versions from Kuby, because this one here really is a joy. I love this blade shape. This 20 CV steel is obviously good to go. And just the overall function of it is the clip is in the perfect spot. The front flipper tab is great. And it's just, let's look on all these focusing issues. It's just an excellent little gentleman's carry. I would definitely consider this a gentleman's carry. It's a smaller blade. It's sleek. Very smooth, and the milling on the handle looks great, kind of that sunburst pattern. Just a really big fan of this knife, and I believe it's coming in at like $170. I think it's the pricing with Kuby can be a little tricky sometimes because they're listed at different prices at different places. But I'm willing to bet this is probably available on Amazon, and if not, it's definitely available at their website. I'll, of course, as I always do, try and link the best option to this wherever it may be. But it is an excellent little front flipper. If you want another version of something like a McKenna, this is an excellent little offering with a totally different blade shape, slicey, pokey tip. Just a very, very nice aesthetics on this. So that is the Kuby Pike. And that's the carry for this week, guys. Let me know what you think of it. Of course, always let me know what's in your pockets, because it never gets old. Always love seeing what you guys are carrying and how your day and week's going. Because this community is stinking awesome. That's why. So, all right, guys, there's the lineup. Let me know what's in your pockets. Let me know what you think of this lineup. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great, safe, and productive week. And until the next one, I'm out.